Hey, Quetta. We'll be home in June. Closer to like the last week of May, I think we'll be finished traveling. And we'll be in Philly for a month. So I'll be seeing you soon. I miss you so much. Um, I'm gonna put this on mute for 1 second and then I'll come back on here. Okay, so really? Trusty Payne, can you do me a favor? Collins, interesting. That's my family name. Can you send me an email to groundeddolphin@gmail.com explaining that to me? Whether you are talking, I can see your text, baby. I'm here. File them in the county court. I just did some crazy shit um Thursday. I did some real shit Thursday. I went down to the yeah, quite I can hear you. I went down to yeah, my family name is Collins. I went down to the district attorney's office to file criminal charges against the sheriff department for violating my instructions. And so the sheriff department, I mean the district attorney says to me, "Oh, you have to go to the sheriff's department to report the sheriff." I said, "I see how we playing a game right now. You want me to go report the people who attacked me to the attackers?" And then the investigator says, "Yes, you got to do a they got to do an internal investigation, and if they find that their officers were at fault, then they will come to me and tell me that I can put them on trial." I know, Quad, I miss you so much. So anyway, that's what's up. See, I need more people like you around me, cause I take this shit way too far. So I went to the sheriff department and I said, "So how do I file a paper that's not going to be even investigated from y'all?" So she told me she had an attitude. Why you have an attitude? I don't like playing games. I like to be honest up front. Y'all not gonna do your fucking job. So let me do all the steps. So whenever I do what I do, I'm protected. So I put the internal affairs investigation in on the sheriff's. Um the investigator said if you don't trust us, you can go to the Colorado Bureau of Investigation. So I called the Colorado Bureau of Investigation and they said you can't walk in, you can't call. You could send us a fax about your situation or a snail mail. It'll take us 8 to 10 weeks to get to your um so yeah, they said 8 to 10 weeks before we can get around to what you sent us. So I said it's always a game when somebody who look like me rights are violated, they take as much time as they want. So I said, okay, I don't play these games with y'all, and I am not fucking gonna be staying in no damn Colorado for the next fucking I don't know how many months so y'all can handle y'all business. Not when I got a plan to do my mission work. I'm not waiting around for y'all. So I said I went to file civil charges against everybody. So I filed civil charges against Y'all seen that bitch, the female that was talking to shit, the sheriff, and then the man, both of them. I made sure I put in there they do not have what is that word? Some kind of immunity. It's some kind of latent immunity, whatever bullshit. I made it clear that no, they don't have no fucking immunity. And I put the information in how come they do not have immunity from what they did to me. And also finally got a hold of the writ, y'all, that they would not show me. And the writ says this is not a move out order. Y'all need to listen to what I'm saying. The writ says on it, this is not a move out order from the judge. I'm not lying. I sent the copy of that shit to Noon. And if y'all don't believe me, y'all can ask them. That shit said this is not a move out order. They are lying to all of us. On the video you seen me sending the sheriffs away. Did y'all ever think why would the sheriff leave? Why would they leave if they was in their right? No, Quetta, I'm playing a game with them. So what happened was we had decided to work these processes that we learned. So I picked the biggest apartment complex here in Colorado that was the most it was two more expensive than the one that I picked because I wanted to get all the way at the top and see how this worked. So I did this and I had several rulings in court where I won my cases and it's okay, babe. I've been so busy, so busy. Hold on, y'all, I'm reading. Yeah, I know. I know. That's what I keep saying to everybody, but people get it when they get there. So I'm not done with them. I told her, I said to her, I'm going to fuck your life up because I'm the wrong person for you to be not listening to. So Quetta, what I was saying to you was we had did this strategy. So we went into this place intentionally not paying rent, intentionally going by the laws of the Uniform Commercial Code. So we went to court. They got a default judgment against us because we was never served. When I found the default judgment, I went back to the court and I filed my paperwork and they dismissed the default judgment. And then they dismissed the default judgment and the writ of possession for the property. The lawyer sent me a letter and said, I don't know why the judge would dismiss my case and for no reason. It's just not like I don't know why he did that. So can I have your permission to open the case back up? Then I told him, you do not have permission to open the case back up. He needed my permission to do it. He went behind my back and did it anyway. They proceeded to have a secret trial, but I interrupted the trial because I found out about it. Um, so she ruled against me in that one. And then I filed paperwork and then she ruled in my favor. Okay. So I had this paperwork. That's why when the sheriffs came, they had to leave because I had the paperwork and they didn't. I go down to the courthouse um, because y'all know what's been going on lately. Like I've been seriously like watching they every fucking move because they keep being crooked. So I go to the courthouse and I'm saying, can you print me out the two cases that was in my favor that I won? I need to have it for the record in case the sheriff try to come back. This whore says, you've never had a case you won. So I looked at her and laughed and I said, so you want to try this shit, huh? And I gave her the date. I said, pull up my case number. And I gave her the case number. She said, there is no case number for that. I said, okay. You do know that I have my own records of this shit, right? She was like, there's no case in county court. There's no case other than this. I said, really? So the supervisor comes over now, which was funny was Why the fuck would the supervisor come over? She didn't call the supervisor. I didn't ask for a supervisor. The supervisor just comes over with a piece of paper. She gives it to the clerk and she says to me, there's no court ruling in your favor. How would you know, bitch? You wasn't on the computer that we're talking on. I'm not stupid. I know what the fuck they doing. How the fuck do you even know what we talking about over here, supervisor? So they proceeded with, she said, I'm gonna do this. This is what I'm gonna do. Okay. I'm gonna print out the court notes from the trial. She printed the court notes from the trial. I'm looking at the notes and I'm like, where's the rest of it? I said, because this look a little bit like the transcripts that y'all gave me last time that didn't have what happened in court on it. And like I said, I document everything. So on the notes that y'all gave me, it was 2 paragraphs that happened in the court that wasn't even put in there. But bitch, I record. I don't give a fuck about you or your judge. I record all of y'all because you're not playing me. So that happened. And I said, okay, so because I'm going after everybody, they fucking with me. So now I gotta play chess again. I gotta think of what's the next move. Um, but at the end of the day, y'all know me and my husband had plans to do some stuff. So we doing our second bucket list trip. We already started. We just went up into the mountains yesterday and we drove right into a snowstorm just to go to the hot springs. So we're in the hot springs and it's fucking snowing and freezing cold in the fucking mountains. The power at the hot springs went out. So everybody's there with flashlights. It was so crazy. But we needed to detox before we get back on the road. We was not being obedient to my ancestors the last trip. That's why we got sick. So we have to do the detox now. We will be leaving for Sedona in a few days. When we go to Sedona, I'm gonna go and up in the mountains and get a air cleanse. So that's what's been going on with me. I've been fighting my own war. My husband was right. I'm not ready for war because my body is not where it need to be. So we've been training for the last few weeks after this sheriff shit. We've been really like hiking and working out and shit again. I'm back at it with my boxing. I just don't want nothing to sneak me and shit without me being ready. So I think why I'm so aggressively fucking with them is because when I went and proved to, what do you call them, the assessor, the county assessor, I took my paperwork and saying that, you know, my ancestors, my father's father or whatever the Collins name, and my father, and I went and I dug up the records and I found my great great grandfather name on the deed to um the United States Air Force Base in Colorado, the United States Army Base in Colorado. It's something called Bear Creek. It's a dog park now. I can prove that my bones from a previous life is there. I could take you to the spot where it is. Um, I ain't get too deep in that with them because they don't have the right kind of stuff to understand what I'm saying. But when I said all of this to him and I showed him the paperwork, because he is the person that can go into the record. He said it doesn't matter if you could prove this. Find one lawyer that's willing to go up against me. That's what that bitch said to my fucking face, this white man. I said, you see, that's my grandfather's name on that deed, right? He said, find one lawyer that's willing to go up against me because this is my shit. Oh yeah, I recorded that and I played that for y'all. If y'all go back sometime in my videos, it's there. So, like I said, I played a fucking long game. You play me for 400 years. I'm gonna dedicate 400 years to fucking your bloodline up. So I'm going after all the state officials here. I'm going after the judge. Oh my God, I learned so much stuff. Okay, so fuck my situation. Let's talk about what I learned. Okay. I'll okay, so When we do our consultations to teach people how to stop the eviction process, my husband is the one that does all the reading for the codes for the state. So what he does is he'll get a client on the phone. He'll get a client on the phone, and then he'll make the client go to, hold on, y'all. So he'll make the client go to the laws that we have to study for that particular state. And what we do is we all open the shit up and we start reading. But because my husband is a teacher and a nerd, he reads more than what we read. So he keeps finding all of these fucking loopholes for every state we work with. And the loophole that I found to be absolutely astounding is the state of fucking Maryland. Is the state of Maryland. Every single foreclosure and eviction has been illegal. Everyone. There's only one paper you have to file in the state of Maryland to stop all that shit. A fucking motion. And I'm sitting here like, damn. One piece of paper with your signature on there and a motion, or your entire fucking house that you've invested all your time. And one of my clients, he was in foreclosure. I said, how much of the house did you pay? He said $650,000. $650,000 he paid in 5 years, and they had the fucking audacity to try to foreclose him. So I said, cool. Where was the court case at? And he says, it was never a court case. They did an administrative process to take my shit from me. And I thought to myself, my God, the crookedness of this shit. So we had to read the laws for the state he was in. And we found some loopholes for that, and he was able to file some paperwork. So basically, all we doing with y'all is going over the laws for your state and telling you how to apply them to your benefit. We was in Wisconsin yesterday. One of our clients we got from Wisconsin, we said, fuck that, y'all not in eviction. Sue the landlord first. So they like, oh shit, right? Your landlord got dirty hands. So this is what you do. Instead of waiting for your landlord to evict you, you have to start a process in court first against them. So what you want to do is read your lease. We keep telling y'all. And when y'all fucking call, when we call y'all for these consultations, or y'all call us, have your lease ready. I don't want to have to say, do you have your lease, a pen and a paper to write notes? That's weird. If you being taught a lesson, then you should have something to write with. Don't waste my time, because I'm not going to keep going over these time limits for y'all because you're not prepared. So in this state, the landlord had called the client and said, I'm going to file an eviction paperwork on Sunday for you. So we was like, but they didn't file it yet, right? So if they didn't file it yet, you could file your shit, and then they're going to have to counterclaim you with that shit. So basically, all of this is chess. It's all a game. Chess, Monopoly, whatever you want to call it, it's all a game. You just got to know how to fight when you get in court. You got to know how to deal with the cops. You got to know how to deal with the sheriffs, all of them. And the only way for this to happen is for all of us to work together. Somebody was complaining about my fee on one of the social media things, and I was saying to myself, like, it amazes me how people won't pay to get what they actually need for their survival, but they'll pay out their ass for some fucking material shit. You'll pay out your ass for some shoes that got a color on them at the bottom. You'll pay out your ass for a video game. But when I say pay me $200 for me to tell you how to not have your fucking $1 million house is foreclosed on, it's a problem. I don't need your money. But the thing is, Me and my husband actually do work. We actually put the work in, and you'll be a fucking fool if you think that my time is fucking free. I have 25 years dedicated to my mission work with y'all, as well as my husband. And if you don't think I'm worthy of paying me for what I've studied because your ass is too lazy to do it, cool, cool. But my fees are my fees. Anybody coming to me for help in Maryland, it is $200, period. Flat rate, 60-minute consultation. Anybody who's calling me about evictions or anything in any other state is 150. And that's for 90 minutes because I have to help y'all through it. Maximum 90 minutes, nothing over. Um, we teach y'all about your life insurance policy. We teach y'all about child support and how to stop them from stealing from you. Thank you, babe. Try to stop them from stealing from you because you don't consent anymore. I want y'all to remember this. We no longer consent. Paying rent is illegal. It's a crime. And the only way it's been going, getting away with it is because of prima facie, I believe is the word. Um, prima facie, because people just allow it. I was wondering why I was really aggressively attacking this fucking sheriff. Like when she came back with the other paperwork, I said, "All right, so hand it to me." And she said, "No." I said, "Bitches, you playing with me? Hand that to me. You want to say you have paperwork, but you don't want to prove that shit to me and you're not giving me the legal document. I'm gonna fuck your whole life up." She thought I was playing with her. So I'm grabbing the paper from this whore, and this whore is grabbing it back from me. I said, "Bitches, you in a power game with me?" I said, "Do you think I'm gonna run away with your stupid ass piece of paper you could print out again? Why you don't want me to see this fucking paper?" Long and behold, the reason why she didn't want me to see the paper, because the paper does say, "Ooh, look how crooked they are." The paper says this is a writ to put the landlord back his premises, right? But right under that, it says this is not a move out order. Which one is it, bitch? It's not a move out order, but you want to give the landlord back his premises? I smell extortion because what that said was acquire this apartment by any means necessary. Now, anybody come into any place of my fucking wherever I'm at, and the weapons are always hot. We don't go nowhere without hot weapons. My husband prefers guns. I prefers I prefer ice picks. I like to be up close and personal whenever I attack. Just ask both of my baby daddies and the courts that tried to put me down for it. I don't want to shoot you. I want to look you in your face while I deal with you. That's the type of bitch I am. And that fucking sheriff, she knew it. She was scared to death of me. And I'm like, look at all this power I got. What should I do with it? And I know what they do to black men. They shoot them, they hang them, they do all this shit. They put them in fear. But I am a Aborigine woman. I fear no one but them fucking ancestors. I don't fear no God. I don't fear no fucking human beings here. I don't fear my husband or my parents. I fear them ancestors because they fucking know more than me. They see more than me. And when they give me an order, I follow it. If you read all of your laws in your state, if you read them all, there's a fucking loophole for everything. You know why? Because the country was stolen and because they made an agreement with the people of the land Those rules, treaties, and laws are still there. It's just hidden under shit. Hold on, y'all. I gotta blow my nose. One of my, a lot of my clients that we done turned this into like real whole relationships and shit. Cause some people you meet and it's just instant clicking. They is ready for fucking war. And then you have other ones that they're comfortable with being slaves. Um, and that's okay too. Not everybody is in the same time in the same place. So, um, I met we have this client and he's from the islands and shit. So we helping him with his stuff. It it worked. Everything we did worked, right? But the landlord tried to be sneaky at the end of the day again because they cannot accept losing. Listen to me. They cannot accept losing to you low level tenants. So they're going to keep fucking with you even if it's illegal. Okay? So his landlord did something dirty and he found out about it. He's like, hold up, wait, how you do that if we have this agreement? And the guy was like, look, what you want me to do? And he was like, calling me like, I ain't for this shit. They trying to play me. I could see it grounded. I can see it. So I was like, all right, let's calm down and let's work out a strategy for that. And he did his strategy and he cool. Because it's like when they come back with they move, they're going to fucking bully you. It's all about bullying. That's it. Are you going to sit there and back down or are you going to bully them back? That's just simple. One of my clients, she went through the whole process, and then at the very moment when she got filed this paperwork, she said, "You know what? I think I'm gonna just pay my rent." And I said, "Go ahead, pay your rent because you want to be ready for this shit. You want to be ready. You have to be willing to be homeless. You have to be willing to be unliked by your family and your friends. You have to be willing to be bullied by law enforcement. You have to be willing to take that shot if they try to shoot you." And ain't everybody, not everybody ready for that. But at the end of the day, I had my first grandchild. When I brought my kids into this world, that was a test subject. I ain't know how to be no fucking mom. I made mistakes. I did shit wrong. I had missteps. I won't have no fucking missteps with my granddaughter. This another generation. I would not. She will live on her fucking land or she will be paid for the use of it. United States Air Force Base, all of that shit is mine. All of it. And I can prove that shit. The United States Air Force Base in the fucking state of Colorado, the fucking Fort Carson base in Colorado is on my land. And I can prove that shit. I went to my family and I was like, look, I got all of our dad's proof, right? I got all our stuff. Now we gonna have to go up against the military. They all said, keep the money for yourself. I'm not doing it. For like 2 weeks, I was so fucking mad at my family. My sister's on here too. I was so mad. Like, I just found all this shit. And y'all gonna leave me to recover that shit by myself? So I was like, cool. I'm gonna categorize this land right here that I own, put it right there. Then I'm gonna go do something else. And then I'll come back for that. Because I have to come back for my land with my soldiers. If I don't have my family, then I need soldiers. So I'm gonna play the long game with that. And I'm gonna attack them from different fucking angles. And I hope that y'all are strategizing about how you're going to get your freedom back. Because it's a lot deeper than eviction and foreclosure. They don't have personal jurisdiction over you. The cops don't have personal jurisdiction over you. You put your hands in front of them for the handcuffs. You get out the car and put your hands up. You get down on your knees and put your hands up. You don't have to do that. You're choosing to. And just for the record, don't fuck up like me and my husband did. We went into the courthouse for court because they was trying to have a secret trial. We should have never done that. The minute you step into a fucking courthouse, they have jurisdiction over you. Period. It don't matter how much special appearance and you not a part of this shit you say. They got your ass. So you want all of your administrative process to be done outside of the courtroom. All of your motions need to be filed outside of the courtroom. Under no circumstances do you go inside the courtroom. Even if you have to appear, you stay outside the door. You tell them to leave the door open, okay? And you could talk to them from an open door because you do not consent. And that way, they can't lock you up and say you didn't come. But you're going to have to talk to your peoples, come up with a group of people that can help you strategize about this. But at the end of the day, the knowledge that me and my husband is gaining is outrageous. It's outrageous. He's been so angry lately. He's been so angry lately, and I'm like, damn, you are going to have to place this shit. When you sit back and think about all the fucking hard work, all the time and the effort. Sorry, y'all. Hold on, I'm getting nauseous again. I keep forgetting I have lupus. That's another thing too. This fucking dumbass disease. Can y'all imagine how fucking great I'd be if I wasn't sick every other day? If I wasn't sick, I wouldn't need a fucking soldier line to back me. I do everything by myself. This should be making me so angry. And I'm not mad at my body because my body is able to hold the soul, and the soul is just too much for it. It's just way too much. I got too much energy. Um, but anyway, sometimes it really hurts, so I have to stop what I'm doing for a minute. But I just want y'all to know that I'm here for y'all. Uh, my client said, I'm so sorry if I'm so hyped. And I said to him, I should let y'all hear this shit. Hold up. I'm gonna let y'all hear this conversation with us. Let's see if damn, where am I going to go? I want y'all to hear this conversation. It's so fucking funny. If I could find a damn thing. Oh, I know where I put it. All right. Okay. I'm about to play this conversation. He has a really heavy a heavy accent from the islands. So if you can't understand it, that's okay. Uh okay. Uh damn, we talk a lot. Hold on. Oh my god, my husband is having such good memories. Yo. we started talking to another client yesterday when we was talking to you. So we just finished it, listening to what you. Hey, peace, God, peace, man. I ain't even gonna lie. I went ahead and listened to that voice note again, man. I appreciate you. You jumped. Okay. And you reminded me, man. Hold on, y'all. I'm almost there. It's like 400 messages. Was it this one? Man, that's what I'm talking about, man. I'm sorry. Let's get it. Let's get it. Because they're playing with me. I'm telling you. All your day, man. You know when you feel the power, you gotta be cautious, but you feel the power that speak. I'm not about to play with him. Because again, you played with me initially, my brother. That's what you like to call me, brother. Fucking clone. Anyways, right? I'm gonna get that sign, I'm gonna put that shit there.
You have 4 to 6 months. If it's, you know what I mean?
Okay, so basically what he said was he was apologizing because he was so hyped. And I was like,
Again,
I appreciate those nuggets. No, we haven't done that bankruptcy thing. The advice I would give you is anyway, it's so many messages. I don't want to go through it, but it was really funny because he was so turned up and he was like, I'm so sorry, I'm so hyped. And I was like, no, that's what I do. Like I was going hard. And then he went back and he was like, yes, your energy matched my energy. So you're gonna have people who match your energy. You want to align yourself with those people and those people only. Because if you split your energy and you're dealing with people who are still comfortable with being slaves, even if they want to come out of it a little bit, you will never be able to trust them because there will always be an offer given to them to betray you. So you want to pick your team wisely. Even your spouse and your kids, you got to pick them wisely. I noticed that my kids, aside from the baby, don't really care about what I'm doing. They can't understand why I'm willing to risk it all for some shit I read online, is what they say. Not understanding that this is not some shit I read online. This is something I was given in a vision quest. And the online just backed up what I was seeing inside. You have to go within. You have to go within to find the truth. You have to stop looking outside. Now I'm gonna give y'all some free beans. That's what they call it, right? The kids, the free beans. All right. There's a website. The website is called martindale.com. 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 Okay. What you need to do is first put your name in. When your name don't come out, screenshot it or print that out. Then I want you to put your judge name in there. And when her name comes up, his name comes up, you want to screenshot it or print it out. That paperwork right there proves that you are not a foreigner. That judge is a foreigner working here. So that judge does not have authority over you. Y'all gonna have to do your research. Um, Another thing is it is illegal to use a legal name. It's so many ways for y'all to get out of these situations. It is illegal to use a legal name. It is illegal to use a legal name. You are only allowed to use a legal name unless you've given express written authority by the crown. Listen to me. This corporation of USA is the crown. You will either have to get permission from the crown or the womb carrier, which would be my mother or me. And if I didn't give you permission to speak my fucking name and you speak it, you're committing a crime. Now, I'm telling you this for you to go do your own research. I'm not going to tell you what to look up. I'm not going to tell you where to go. You got to fucking look it up. Just type in, it is illegal to use a legal name. And while you're in court, you can say that shit repeatedly. You say it every time the judge say something to you. Every time your case is going to get dismissed. It's certain things that you could say and do, and your shit will be dismissed so fast, and you won't get no record of it. None. It's all a scam. I went into the fucking district attorney's office the other day, and I looked on the wall, and that shit said the act, and I said, my God, it's always been right there in our face. There's a PDF file. It's called the act, and it tells you how to perform in the courtroom. It tell you how to perform these fucking acts. in a courtroom. My fucking stepson is in jail for life. He went there as a teenager. And this is a fucking performance? Okay. Everything always come back to that fucking vision quest they gave me when they said Bill Clinton is scared of you. It always come back to that. I now know with 100% understanding the reason why Bill Clinton is scared of grounded dog. There won't be a fucking prisoner I leave in a jail cell. And just in case, I see y'all recording me because I see that red light. You know me well enough to know that I plan ahead and I play the long game. So if y'all attempt to try to take me out, there's people in the background that's just going to stand up and do the same thing I'm. And no, it's not my kids. It ain't my family. I play the long game. I've been planning this shit for almost 30 years, my nigga. I want y'all to truly understand that the more power you get, the more you come out of your power, um, or activate or be inside of your power, the more ain't that some shit? The more they coming for you. I told y'all last year I seen the Asian military guy following us. We was up in a fucking mountain. We was the fuck past Jennison, Colorado. I don't even know where the fuck we was at. It was nowhere near no city. But I watched every move that motherfucker made. Every move he made. And I said, he's tracking us. And I said that shit right next to him. So he could know I know. And that bitch left. That's no different than the two agents that was following me in the mall in 2011 after I seen this explosion that didn't happen. I checked myself into a hospital. I said, I'm having a nervous breakdown. I seen my kid's school bus blow up, but nothing blew up. I saw it happening. I seen all of it. I felt it. I smelt it. And then before I went into a straight panic when I saw this happening, I looked around me and nobody else was acting like that. And that's when I was able to determine what's real to me and what's um how do I say that? What I'm seeing in different worlds and what's here. So I was telling the psychiatrist with my ignorant ass, telling the psychiatrist about this, and he writing his notes down about what I'm telling him. A week later, I went back to college. I went back to school, and I went to go meet my classmate at the mall. I'm walking around the mall, and I see these two white guys in suits following me. So I dip into Bath and Body Works. These two white men not going into Bath and Body Works. They not doing it. They went into fucking Bath and Body Works. Now y'all gotta know, I made my staff and I called my staff Letty. All I know is intelligence gathering. So I left out of Bath and Body Works. I said, okay, that could have been a fluke. I'm gonna go into Victoria's Secret. I don't shop at that bitch store. Never did, never will. But let me go in there. These niggas follow me into Victoria's Secret. So I came out of Victoria's Secret. I went to the food court. My girlfriend was there from class, and we were sitting down eating. And I said, "What do you see on my 4 o'clock?" She said, "Two white men in a suit." I didn't even turn around to see where they was. She said, "Why you worrying about them?" I said, "They've been following me around this mall this whole fucking day I've been here." She said, "All right, I'm gonna take you back to the hospital, bitch. You tripping again." And I said, "Really? Cool." So I let her take me back to the hospital, and I left because people will try to make you think you fucking crazy. But ain't no way two white men in a suit following me to two bitch stores. It's not happening. And now they want to sit behind me while I'm eating. So just like I know that they play the long game, I too myself have been playing the long game. I have been watching y'all, watching me, watching you. My fucking mother and my grandmother prepared me for all this shit. So y'all could fight for y'all freedom or y'all could stay the fuck slave. I really don't give a shit what you do. The more slaves there are, the more opportunities I have to take advantage of people. So you want to be stupid, I'm going to take advantage of that stupidity. Because what I'm not going to do is allow these fucking, whatever they are, these entities to keep on taking advantage of my people. If anybody going to take advantage of y'all, it's me. Because when I do that shit, I'm going to do it for you and make sure you get what you need. I'm not going to just fucking absorb all of your energy. Anyway, you do not have to pay rent. You do not have to pay your car note. I don't know. I don't know how many times I gotta tell y'all about the car note. I done gave y'all all the information for free on all my videos, and people are still trying to pay me for a class about car notes. It's like, what else can I do? You don't even want to watch a video. You don't have to read, nigga. That shit is crazy. Anyway, we was in a. I love you too, Quet. I'll see you soon. We gonna go to Puerto Rico and then come to Philly after we do everything. So we got a lot of shit to do. But I love you. I'll talk to you later. Um, anyway, I'm off my soapbox. I just wanted to give y'all an update on me and what I was doing to these people here. And oh yeah, I had one of these clients. I really love her to death. She's so fucking awesome. She another teacher. But we was talking and in Florida they did some dirty shit to her and her husband. I ain't even gonna hold you. And we was not really able to find a way out of that shit. So they was making a plan to leave or whatever. And she was like, I just feel so defeated. I'm just done. And I said, don't give up on this fight though. You move into another place and you have time now to study. Look at all this shit you learned now. You know how to read that lease properly. You know how to sign right. You know more than what you knew before you moved into that apartment. But I could feel her being defeated, her energy of being defeated. So she saw the video with me evicting the sheriff out of my place. And she called me and she said, oh my God, that shit just gave me all the life back I needed. I'm ready. And I'm telling y'all all of this to say, we are going to be defeated. They are going to win. They are. And you are going to win. And they are going to be defeated. This is the long game. This is a war. It is not a battle. You have to keep this in your head. You will absolutely lose, but you will absolutely win as well. Now, there are ways to not have this drawn out. Me and my husband made some missteps. Because the way they did all of this, we never had time to put in any evidence or any exhibits or it just was no time. It was so much crooked shit that was being done. So we forgot to file certain things, and that's why they're able to keep fucking with us. But when we give y'all these classes, we tell y'all what to file so that won't happen to y'all. And we teach y'all how to negotiate with these criminals. So I'm telling you that my time is worth that. I'm not trying to charge y'all $1,200. I seen somebody on Instagram. No shade on your hustle, baby. No shade. But $1,200 to fix somebody's credit when you could go to the credit reporting agency and just click a button. But if you want to pay her, cool. I'm not knocking nobody hustle. It's just like art. That fucking ugly ass Mona Lisa, that shit is hideous. I can't believe how much that shit worth. It's awful. She was unattractive as fuck. I can't tell if she was a woman or a man. And that's one of the most expensive art piece in the world, I believe. Somebody's willing to pay for that ugly ass picture, but somebody is not willing to pay. So you can't be mad at the people that got the money and willing to pay. If we all find something that we're good at, that's a business. That's a business. The girl I was just telling y'all about, her writing skills is outstanding, but she's a teacher. So I'm like, look, when my clients come to me and they keep asking me for a fucking template or a fucking motion to write up for me, for them, from me, for them, which I absolutely will not do. I'm not writing none of your fucking paperwork. I'm not doing nothing. I'm not giving you no templates so you can fucking sell that shit for free or give that away for free. I'm not doing that. That's my IP. However, her ass is a right. So I said, I'm going to send my clients to you. Phone dying. I'm going to send my clients to you who want the motions written up, and you charge them whatever you want to charge them, and you write the shit up for it. See how we work together? We can come together for this. I know how to make weed oil for people with severe hemorrhoids and IBS, I think it's called IBS. I know how to make that. I was supposed to get a operation a few years ago, about 10 years ago, on my rectum because the medicines that I was taking for so long, I was born with lupus, so that's I'm 44 now, so you put the numbers together. It had it gave me internal hemorrhoids. And it was like the only way to help you is to go in there and cut these hemorrhoids out. But the only problem with that, you have a 50-50 chance that you will shit on yourself for the rest of your life and you won't be able to control it. So I looked at this man and I said, oh, okay. And I went into the fucking kitchen and I started mixing shit together. So I came up with a specific type of oil with a specific type of weed. And I cook it together and I ball them up. I turn them into little balls, and I keep them in the freezer. And it's like a suppository for the butt. You push it up, and you ain't got no more fucking hemorrhoid problems. And that didn't require him cutting my fucking rectum out and having me shit on myself for the rest of my life at fucking 30 years old. He's an idiot. All they want to do is experiment on you. But anyway, I said all that to say we have gifts between us, and all of our gifts are puzzle pieces. Okay? We all need the pieces to the puzzle or we won't see the full picture. So if I know somebody that write and she knows somebody that read, and that person that read knows somebody that know how to shoot guns, and that person that know how to shoot guns know how to gather the soldiers, and that person that's gathering the soldiers know how to talk to the people. Like, come on, we all have to work together, all of us. I would love to put a group together of 50 people and each one take one state and we just read. But what's the fucking reality of that? Even in these Telegram groups, it's thousands of us. It's thousands of us on multiple platforms reading and shit, and none of us working together. What a sad day. This is the age of information. Nothing I've ever said to y'all has been a lie. I've told you everything you can look up. You can look it up. Just decide. Decide if you want to be free. I looked at my husband. I was like, we are in a place right now where we all we do is be angry right now at each other. And I'm sitting here looking at him like, with all this wisdom you have and the energies you came here with, how are you not seeing this setup? Y'all know the last time we got in a physical fight was because he took on another job. I am 100% against him not working. He is 100% against not against work. Wait, what? I confused the shit out myself. He want to work. His upbringing, his coming up, man, work. My life, my upbringing coming up, I ain't doing shit. I've always had people do shit for me. My sister on here. My sisters used to be mad at me. They used to do everything. But no shade though from my childhood. My sisters did everything for me because I told you I was sick. But yeah, my dad told me I don't do nothing. I sit there and have people wait on me. That's what my dad told me. Unfortunately, my dad told me that. So I expect that shit. I expect it. I remember being royalty in every life of my fucking life. So how do I go and just let somebody make me a slave? I can't do that. And it's hard for me to watch my husband go to work. His body's breaking down. My husband is athletic. He's an athlete. And now his body is breaking down. Like how your body breaking down? You can't be fucking your body up. That's where the pipe at. Nigga, y'all heard what the fuck I said? The pipe is a part of the body. They can't be taking away the pipe from me. Fuck that. So it takes time, but I'm almost there. We about to get him fired from this job he at now. Remember, the job was only for us to gather intel anyway. We already did that. So you got to have your team together. Your team. Me and my husband argue all the time. I want to divorce him every other day. That's real shit. I'm not exaggerating. I don't know how I'm still with him all this time. But at the end of the day, we agree on this war. We agree on our people. We agree on waking up our people. We agree on Vision Quest. We agree on the family. We agree on the family. Listen to that. We agree on the family. Now I don't gotta like that nigga. He ain't gotta like me. But we are in a contract. And our contract is to make sure this shit is handled properly. If you can be mature enough to get you a teammate like that even if the intimacy with the marriage or the relationship is not where you want it to be, but y'all stay on task when it comes to what y'all came down here to do, there's a way for it to work. So you just have to decide. All right, y'all, I'm getting off here. Um, I hope I wasn't rambling a lot. Mm, my goal was just to tell y'all that if you read your states, your statutes for your state, you'll find a gem in there on why you don't have to pay these bills. Okay. Look like the sun is coming out and we drove right into a fucking storm last night. Oh my God. But we are alive. We just got down the mountain. My husband is resting before we start driving again. And I don't know. I'm here for y'all. Y'all need me. Grounded dolphin@gmail.com. My cash app is grounded fee, and it's going to be under for the award. My PayPal is grounded dolphin@gmail.com. My chime is money sign. Wait, is it money sign? Oh, I think I gave my wrong. Oh, I put my fucking. I messed that up. Anyway, the chime is. I think money sign. I'm the magical banker on chime. Um. Yep. So that's it. I hope I helped y'all. I gotta do some consultations about this Maryland today. This Maryland class.